in these cases, guys. So that ties right back here to a droopy eyelid and a real weak myelin sheath, real weak nervous system. My guess also lack of calcium utilization. Are we good or what? Chad, take off, my friend. Just wondering if let me know if liver or age spots on the body will disappear. They will. They certainly will. And this all the way to vitiligo and stuff, you know, talking about the pituitary. All this stuff will change. You might be working a bit. We have a, you know, vitiligo takes a long time to correct. But I've had people already comment. I had one girl in just a few months, a young girl with vitiligo, say, "Look, it's disappearing." So that was good. That was good to see that, you know. Because there's cases of some things I've never seen because we don't have everything in the world come in here. Sometimes we have something new I've never seen anybody do anything with. I know where they're going to go, don't you? You know there's nothing that the body can't correct, right? Because you got to go with that. You got to understand that. That's that positive forward, that no. There is no buts, ands, ifs, ors. No. And you don't breed that in your client. You're breeding the grabbing of the wheel and putting on the robe and driving the car and riding the bull. There is no maybe, like Kelly. There's no maybe, Kelly. There is, you get it, but you've got to know what you're going for. You've got to know what you're going after and write it. If not, then play with your medical friends and have fun. No one cares. But if you want to get well, then you grab it and you ride it. Yeah, it's going to ride you up and down, take you on a journey. Okay. But getting into that positive stance of knowingness, no matter what you face as a practitioner, you guys helping your friend, even if you never worked with it before, you know you're going to get it. And you walk with that kind of confidence, and people will feel that confidence. And they'll go, this guy can help me, or this lady can help me. Yes, and you can help them, because there's nothing you can't cure with this, because you know the root cause of everything. And yes, genetics, okay, so what? Don't let that freak you out. It's just cells going, well, you know what, I can't remember. So you pop up their memory patterns. You introduce your cells to another level of performance. And you're doing it through chemistry and magnetics, physics. The two main sciences that rule the physical universe. In terms of human sciences, let me see here. Thanks so much for advice. Advice for someone with half a thyroid. Any advice for someone with half a thyroid? If I foolishly had them take out the other half because of a nodule. Oh. So what was that nodule telling you? What's a nodule? Like a little tumor, isn't it? So what system did that tumor come out of? Interstitial, right? It had to. It's only thyroid is just a bunch of cells with two major fluids. So when you see an expression, when you see a swelling, when you see a pocket, where's that pocket coming out of? Exactly. It's coming out of that interstitial fluid. It's coming out of that tissue. And that pocket is holding interstitial fluids. And so this is when your lymph system doesn't filter well, doesn't move well in the body, then you start to see it backing up, like any sewer system would. Just like any place would. And this is the problem. So now you haven't fixed the problem. Of course, you didn't know any better, so don't beat yourself up. See if you can get this thyroid to grow back. You still got enough there, so see if this thyroid will grow back. At the same time, you've got to get yourself up there. If you want tissue to grow back that you've removed, especially when there's some left like that, we've seen that, then you want to get high up. You can't regenerate tissue on dead foods, rotten meat, some kind of plastic milk stuff. You can't regenerate nothing on there. Insure would like to make you think that, how the little bottle of crap holds around these fruits and vegetables. I mean, that's false advertising, you know, and that's wrong. You know, that makes people have a wrong idea about what that stuff is. And so you've got to get healthy. And you can only do it on raw foods in terms of reality here. And if you want to grow back tissue, you know you got to be raw. You got to be up there higher, maybe even on the fruit line. That's when I see new neural pathways developing. New neural pathways. How cool is that? And so that you're involved in the highest form of healing that I can see. Yeah, there's Humpty Dumptys. So go after your kidneys, honey, and really get yourself taken care of here. If you're males and I call you honeys, then I just love you. Well, the other side has one too, huh? The other side of the thyroid, well, that means your right kidney isn't doing real well now either. But generally you start to lose filtration bilaterally to some degree, one over another generally. So your body's just saying, fix my kidneys, get my adrenals up so I can fix my kidneys and get my lymph moving. That's what the message of this day is for you, is get your lymph moving. This is the lymphatic problem that you're facing here. This isn't a blood problem. What else is left? And so you want to get after that and get that nodule out of there. And at that level, to do that, you're going to have the level to regenerate and maybe grow the other half. I've seen a thyroid grow back when there was even just a little piece left. So I have seen that. AVRIL. Hi, sweetheart. Dr. Walker promoted drinking carrot juice and cutting off the tops and tails. You know what? Remember, N.W. Walker was an old man. N.W. Walker was great in his day. You now are great in your day. Okay? So remember that. All of us older guys that have been doing this, we expect you guys to do better. I do. I do. I expect you to do better than we did. We're just saying, here, we've worked all our lives and we found this. And then you take that and you take it way out there even further. I'm excited to have rep sessions with you guys down the road. What'd you learn? What experiences did you have? If anything, we should have symposiums where we get together and tell stories and cases that we've had, sensational cases that you've seen. What did you use? Because we all need to work together. The allopaths, the homeopaths, the naturopaths. We all need to incorporate at least the dietary similarities. And then if you want to use different things, allopaths have to get rid of pharmaceuticals and only keep a few around. There's only a few pharmaceuticals that really need to be kept around. Most of the pharmaceuticals can be thrown out with the trash. And hopefully no other creature will get a hold of them. The deadly things the FDA allows. Kill ratio. That just kills me. So my take on carrot juice is it's not a real powerful juice. It's the old day of thinking. And I made this comment yesterday about Jensen and his journey. And until he came to me, someday, and he was proud of it, so I'll show you his colonoscopy. Then I'll show you the befores and afters of the difference for Jensen, even after a 3-month carrot juice fast, what his GI tract looked like. I'll show you an endoscopy and a colonoscopy that he had, and I'll show you what his GI tract looked like. The guy that wrote the book on the bowels, I will show you his before and after the herbs and the fruitarian diet we put him on. Will show you the difference, and you will be amazed. Proof is in the pudding. So I like the green juices much better than I like the carrot juice. If you want to use carrot juice as the base. But I'd like to ask Bunny Love, what's going on with you guys? You used to have sweet carrots, now you have bitter carrots. What's going on with you? A good organic carrot will not be bitter. It'll be so sweet like a jewel date. So this idea of bitter carrots, that's ridiculous. We never had bitter carrots when we grew them on the farm. They were always sweet. I just don't know where this, again, a good example of where organics suck. Instead. But yeah, I'll go on up. Someone with a hiatal hernia that is having some chronic pain after eating. An evening that cooked. Let's see. An evening meat cooked. Just wants good advice. Do I need to phone your clinic? Well, you can, sweetheart, but you know what? If you're having pain when you eat, you do not do dead animal food. You don't do any protein at all. You set all that aside. Leave hydrochloric acid alone. Keep your amino acid structure simple. The simplest structure of amino acids are your fruits. So this won't woke hydrochloric acid. Everything will be cool. It has a healing effect, an anti-inflammatory effect. Of course, all fruits are anti-inflammatories, antacids, pretty much. There are some, okay. But you would stay away from the tomatoes, of course. You'd stay away from the pineapples. Maybe stay away from the strawberries and the blackberries a little bit. You'd hit the subacid and the sweet fruits. At the same time, you're going to use Hill tea, or if you got an aloe plant, scrape the aloe and make you a little 2-ounce drink out of the aloe vera juice. Better than buy. We sell aloe vera, but you know, it's nothing like fresh, but any of these things will help that pain. Could be stomach cancer, could just be a tumor, just could be inflammation, could be an ulceration. You're going to treat every one of those things, and bite my tongue with treat, because we don't treat, but you're going to work on this person's health issue by removing the acids. This could be interstitial, lymphatic, constipation, and only you guys know about it. Interstitial, lymphatic, constipation. And you're going to go that way, go with the kidneys and the adrenals, and keep pulling on that lymph system. You're always going to do that, because it could be pancreatic, it could be liver. I mean, in just a statement like this, there can be any of those things. You're going to go after it the same way. You're going to go after the health of that person. And by going after the health of that person, you're removing the acids. And if there's, let's say they're not producing enough hydrochloric acid, or they're eating too many proteins and they've ulcerated, or the pancreas isn't giving the bicarbonate to neutralize the hydrochloric acid, okay. Your job is just to make everything healthy in the body, because that's the only stance you can take without rubbing noses with this allopathic nonsense. And so you have to change, you have to grab a different stance. And your stance is going to be one of health. They have nothing to do with health. When they start coming after you for health, then we'll come after them, because they're actually using words that are not proper for what they do. So they're actually conspiring, if you will, to fraud the American public. And so they can't use the word health because they have nothing to do with it. We are nothing but health, and that's our word. So if they want to fight over their diseases and over their words, then we can fight over our words. Keep in mind you're in the now and you don't care, and everything's going to work itself through. Lion Man. Well, I've been on a strict 100% raw food diet now since October 2nd. Been fully raw, I can't kick it up a notch. You know, you always kick it up a notch. If you want to, do 50, 70, 80% fruit and 10% vegetables in the raw, and see how you do. There's always a level higher, isn't there? Although I am having breakouts on my forehead. Good, good, good. The enigmatic on 3. Phew, tongue twister, man. Now don't talk about enigma. I love enigma. Guy could get a little bit of a buzz, eating medjool dates, of course, and then turning on enigma. That'd be good. Hey, Doc M. Mango Mark. Hey, Mango Mark here. How you doing, buddy? I haven't talked to you in a while. Of course, it's generally quite a while from the first meeting to the second. I'm putting on my lemon juice robe, cool beans, and gonna kick your passing record. All right, you're on, Mango Mark. Go for it. 29 days, bro.